Hi everyone, welcome to the new video. My name is Kulsan Shubham and I'm working with IBM as functional consultant for Dynamics 365 Business Central. Okay, so the today's topic is 6 checks to restrict deletion of GL accounts in Business Central. Yes, you have heard it right. We have 6 checks or 6 validation which restricts, or in other words, you can say which allows the deletion of GL accounts. So what are those 6 validations? So the 2 validations are the default restrictions or default validations of the system. And there are 3 restrictions which are based on setups. Now you can see first restriction, which is balanced must be 0 in the GL. Yes, this is quite obvious that if you have some balance in the GL account, then that GL should not be deleted. Now, the second validation is the fiscal year should be closed. If you have an open fiscal year, then the GL would not be deleted. And this also makes sense. So these are the 2 default validations and default checks in the system, which restricts the deletion of GL account. Now moving to the setup based restrictions. All these 3 setups, which you can see, these 3 booleans are available on the general ledger setup. Now the first is check GL account usage. Now, very obvious as the name suggests and very useful that if a particular GL is being used in any of the setup, let's say general posting setup, bank account setup, uh, fixed asset setup, any setup, then the GL should not be deleted. Okay, so you should keep this ideally on so that if you are using a GL in any of the setup, and let's say that GL doesn't have any balance, then also this should not be deleted because it is in use in some setup. So very important. Now the next is check GL account deletion after. Now this is actually doesn't restrict the GL from being deleted, but it gives you a prompt, a alert, a message that okay, this, you should not be deleting this particular GL. But after you click on yes, you can delete the GL if you need, but it gives you an alert that you should not delete it. So check GL account deletion after. So as you can see here in the field, check GL deletion after. If I have kept, for example, in the screenshot, you can see that the date here is 1/1/2015. So if I have a GL and in that GL, if I have any entry which is post, which is after 1st January 2015, then system will give me a prompt that, okay, you should not be deleting this GL. And if you click on no, then you will not delete it. If you click on yes, then yes, you would be able to delete the GL, but it gives you a message. Now let's say uh, if the entry lying on the system is before 2015 and the balance is 0, the fiscal year is closed, then system will not give you any alert, any message. Okay. So what does this do? Check GL account deletion after. It just gives you a message, an alert, but it allows you to delete it. Now, the latest addition to this is block deletion of GL account. This we have got as part of Wave 1 2022 update. Now, if you keep this on, then whatever the condition is, if it is before, after date, it will not allow you to delete it. So let's say the balance is 0. This is fulfilled. The fiscal year is closed. Now it is not being used in any setup. And also all the entries in the GL is before this particular date. But if you have this on, then it simply puts a validation and it will not allow you to delete this GL. Now this has been added because if all these conditions are fulfilled, let's say all these conditions are fulfilled, but accidentally you can delete it, right? So to prevent that accidental deletion, this is being put in use. Okay. Now I'll move straight forward to the demo to show all these scenarios. Here you can see I have this account, checking account, in which I have some balances. Okay, now let me try to delete this. Go ahead and delete, yes. Obviously balance must be equal to 0. So this is the first validation which occurs if you have a GL in which you have a balance. Okay, so now I'm going to check the second validation which we have, which is the balance must be zero in the GL. This we have checked. Now the second validation we should check is fiscal year must be closed. How does this happen? Now for this, let's say I'm going to this one. Okay, now you can see the balance is zero on this one. The balance zero means all the entries are debited and credited equally. For example, 1000 is credit, 1000 is debit, hence the net balance is zero. It doesn't mean that it should not have any ledger entries. The net impact should be zero. Hence, the account, the balance on this ledger is zero. Now, you can see that I have one entry which is reversed and it is in 2021. Now, in this database, 2021 is not closed. So if I try and to delete it, you can see that I have this validation, the GL, you cannot delete GL account 10203 because it has ledger entries in a fiscal year that has not been closed yet. Okay, so this is the second validation which we have checked. I'll click on refresh. Now let's say you want to delete it. What should you should do? You should go to counting periods. Okay, as you can see, 2020 is closed, 2021 is not closed. Right now we are in 2022, so we should close 2021. I'll click here. I'll close it. Yes. Now you can see 2021 is closed. Now let me try to delete this. Go ahead and delete. Yes. Okay. Now you can see that I'm not getting the previous message. Okay. I'm not getting the error that you cannot delete this because the fiscal year is not closed. Now I'm getting another error. And this is due to this one. Check GL account deletion after. Okay, let's see how. I'll go and open the other window. Okay, here you can see check GL account deletion after. So here the date is 12/1/2019. So any entry which is after this set, if I have a GL in which I have entries which are generated after this date, then system should give me this alert, this information that, okay, you have these entries. So you should not be deleting it. Now, the main purpose why we use this GL is because let's say you're using this system from, let's say, last 20 years, you have a lot of data from the last 20 years. Now, it's not necessary that you should keep all these data. It doesn't make sense. You can delete, let's say you have the requirement of keeping only 5 years or 10 years of data. So when you try to delete an entry from 2010, then system should allow you, providing the balance is zero, the accounting period is closed and everything. So due to that reason, this field is there in the setup. Now, as you can see that this particular ledger, the entry was in 2021. And I have set up a value in which I have told the system that, okay, if a GL has any entry which is post this date, then you should give me an alert. And this is what system is doing. I will read the message for you. Note that accounting regulations may require that you save accounting data for a certain number of years. Are you sure you want to delete the GL account? Now, if I click on yes, I would be allowed to delete the GL account. If no, then you can see I get this message that you cannot delete GL account because it has ledger entries posted after 12/1/2019. Now, this time I'll click on yes, and if I don't have any other validations, it will allow me to delete. Okay, this time I'll go with yes. Okay, you can see now the entry is deleted. Okay, now what I'll do, you can see we have checked this one, check GL account deletion after. Okay, let's check this one, check GL account usage. Okay, for this, let me think which one I can use. Okay, here we have one account. As you must notice that this is a WIP account for Finisgood, and this must be in use in some of the setup. So you can see the balance here is zero. I don't have any balance, no entries at all generated in this. If I try to delete it, telling me you cannot delete a GL account that is used in one or more set of windows. Okay. Why system is giving me this validation? Because I have this as on check GL account usage. Do you want to open the GL account number? Where use list window? If you click on yes, it will tell you where this account is in use. Here you can see in the posting setup against multiple location code in the inventory posting group code finished raw material for two different location codes. If you click in show details, it will take you directly to the setup. Okay, 10750, you can see 10750 is in use. And this is the GL we were trying to delete. Now, system will not allow me to delete it. The update has been interrupted to respect the warning. Okay. Now, if you want to delete it, let's say I want to delete it. Ideally, we should not. I'll switch it off. And now I'll try to delete this. You can see it is deleted now. Okay. Okay, what is the next one? Now we have checked this. We have checked this. Now we are left with the latest addition which we have, which is block deletion of GL accounts that we have got as a part of Wave 1 2022 update. Let's check for this. Okay. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to switch this on. Remember one thing, if this Boolean is checked on, if block deletion of GL account is switched on, then this is no more working. This will no more work. Okay, because it doesn't make sense. Right now, I have asked the system to straightforward block the deletion of GL account. Now, please notice that I have this block deletion of GL account on. I'll try to, sorry, okay, this is the one. I'll try to delete it. Block deletion of GL account must be equal to no. So it means if block deletion of GL account is kept on, then the GL would not be deleted in any condition. Okay, so this is additional validation, additional check, which we have got recently. So I believe this is pretty much all we had, and see you in the next video. Thank you.